As someone that has played Freedom Unite since 2010, back when I was only 10 years old, and someone that has played it for probably it's got to be over 1,000 hours at this point, I wanted to do a little video where I rank my top 10 favourite monsters from Freedom Unite. This list has many monsters that are in future Monster Hunter games as well, but today I'm only talking about the versions that are in Freedom Unite, so like if in future games they have weird changes or something, that doesn't matter. I'm only talking about how the monster is in Freedom Unite. Anyway, let's get on to the list. I love him because he's so basic, because like any of you guys that watch my videos, you know that I really quite like basic subspecies monsters. So Copper Blangonga is obviously quite similar to normal Blangonga, but it's just like, you know, it's a desert version, it's cool, it's brown, and it has like cool attacks. But predominantly for me, I honestly just really like it because it's brown. Like it's a subspecies, it's slightly different, and it's cool. I just like the desert version because I've seen Blangonga, the standard Blangonga, too much at this point. So when you go and play Freedom Unite and you fight a desert version of Blangonga, it's really nice and refreshing. And he also has some different moves, and he's a bit crazy at times. But overall, he's a basic subspecies, and I love him for that. It's similar to Copper Blangonga, where he is pretty basic. He's just a subspecies. But there's just something about him that I find really cool. I also love the fact, because normal Daimyo Hermitar has a monobloss shell, and I love the fact that Plum Daimyo has a Diabloss shell. Now the funny thing is, I don't really like Diabloss much, but on the Plum Daimyo Hermitar, it just looks cool because you're used to the monobloss shell. And something else I really do like about him is he's purple. As you'll see in this video, I love subspecies because they're just slightly different. And I'm honestly quite sad that he hasn't been in like many games. Like I think the last game he was in 4 Ultimate. So he's been in Freedom Unite, 4 Ultimate, and then like the Stories games. I really want him back because basically what I want them to do is I want them to replace the standard ones with subspecies. And I feel like Plum Daimyo Hermitar, he's similar enough but also different enough that it would actually be a nice change. I love Shengaran. He's just so cool. He's a giant crab. Like, what is not cool about that? Now, his fight is incredibly boring, but other than that, he's really cool. You know, he's like how tall is he? I don't even know. 20, 30 meter tall crab, and he's absolutely giant. It's just so cool to me. Just the concept of him is amazing, but the execution is pretty bad. I know siege monsters, especially in the old games, are pretty boring, but I feel like with Shengaran, especially maybe in wilds, you never know. Imagine like having him out in the wild. Like, you know, you're running through this area and you just see like a Shengaran walking along or something. That would be so cool to me. And it has to have more attacks. It's too basic, but I love the premise of Shengaran, and that's why it's on this list. I don't like its fight, but the idea of Shengaran is so cool to me that I feel like they could make it so good if they really put some more thought into it and allowed it to be a big, more like kind of, I don't know how to explain it. If they kind of let it be like a expanded version of what it is now, so it's not just a siege monster, but it can also be like out in the wild and stuff, if you guys get what I mean. Number 7, some of you guys might have guessed this, Emerald Kongolola. And I say some of you might have guessed it because it's a basic subspecies, as we've learned. I love them. Once again, I love Emerald Kongolola. Guess why? Because he's green. It's just cool. It is just cool to me, the fact that the normal one is pink and this one's green. It is so basic, but I absolutely love it. I also just, he like blends in quite well, and just the green, I don't know what it is. It just looks so nice. I just love Emerald Kongolola. He looks so cool. Like just the green, the yellow, like the yellowy orange cone hair thing. You know what I'm talking about? The thing that he has on his head. I think it's actually bigger than normal Kongolola as well. But yeah, he's just, as I said, he's basic but cool, and I love that sort of stuff, and I really hope they bring him into wilds. Like, I just feel like they need to bring Emerald in. He just hasn't been in a game for a long time. Once again, the last game he was in was 4 Ultimate. Now, do I even need to say anything for this? White Fatalis is just amazing. It's Fatalis, but white/old and insane. He does way more damage, is it Lightning Dragon? I'm not sure what it is. I think it depends. I don't know. Either way, Lightning Dragon stuff. He's got a big beard. nice cool horns, just everything about him is awesome. I also absolutely love his theme. His theme is so amazing. If you guys haven't heard his theme, go look it up on YouTube and listen to it. I love the White Fatalis theme. He's a damn hard monster to fight as well. In Freedom Unite, I've only fought him in Hunter Rank 6, as people that watch my content will know. I am planning on hunting him in G rank eventually. I don't think I'll be able to do it, to be honest with you, but I really love him, and I feel like in future games, if they were to add him, they could make him even more insane as well, because like normal Fatalis is absolutely crazy in World, so imagine what they could do with White Fatalis. It would be crazy. Would a Monster Hunter Freedom Unite list be complete without a Cantor? I don't think so. A Cantor, obviously, is just amazing. He's a giant, what is he again? Like a flying wyvern, but he's not actually flying, like, you know, that makes sense. He's pretty much an Elder Dragon, but not. And just the giant tusks, I mean, the whole entire, like, wind tunnel move he does is so damn cool. Like, I want to see him. I want to see him in the new generation. I want to see him in Wilds or whatever games come after that. I need to see him in the new generation. Imagine just how much they could do to him to make him even better. And if you, oh god, I love this. If you guys have seen his Freedom Unite ecology video, that is insane. Imagine seeing that, but like in the new games, because like where he does like the, like where his all spikes go up and it's like all glowing and stuff. That's, it's just so cool. I need a Cantor back. Please, Capcom, if you're listening to this, bring a Cantor back. And like, just everything about him is so cool. I love Ucanlos. Ucanlos is one of those monsters that is probably my top 10 altogether. I actually have a tattoo of a Ucanlos. I also have one of a Cantor, I forgot to mention that. Ucanlos is basically the Icy Cantor, if you guys aren't aware. And he's, I mean, similar to a Cantor, like he is sort of basic. Like his moveset isn't insane, but he's very strong. So like, if you're not, I don't know how to explain it, like, when I played Freedom Unite to begin with, I actually had a lot of issues with Ucanlos, like back when I played it in 2010, 2011, 2012, whichever years I fought him. I actually had quite a few issues with him to begin with. But when you eventually, like, you get it down, you eventually learn his moveset and he becomes pretty easy. But he can be crazy, especially his swim move. If you guys know the swim move, that is a pain in the butt to learn how to dodge. Once you learn how to dodge it, it's relatively easy. But before that, it is a pain in the butt. And Ucanlos' theme, I just love the piano. Like, I don't know if the theme is the same in future games, but in Freedom Unite, the piano is just so good. It fits it so perfectly as well. Similar to Shen Garen, I love him, but he is pretty boring. He's a pretty easy monster, but he is very unique and amazing. Like, he's a floating octopus. What gets cooler than that? I do like some of his moves. Some of his moves are really good, like the suction move, the spin, kind of funny. The thunderbugs and that's kind of cool. But he's very basic at the same time. Like the way that you fight him, in Freedom Unite, I know it's different in in Monster Hunter 2, is it 2 that he was in? I think it was Monster Hunter 2. It's similar but different. In Freedom Unite, you only fight him at the top level of the tower. And it's pretty damn basic. He just slams his arms down, does the spin, the helicopter move, does the yelling move, does the suction move. That's about it. He's very basic, but he's such a cool design. So as I said with Shen Garen, I feel like they could make him so much better. There's actually a related monster to Yamasakami. It's in the Frontier series. It's called Yamakurai. Yamakurai is a lot better than Yamasakami fight-wise. I feel like they could basically combine Yamasakami and Yamakurai and put that into a new modern game, and it would be such a better fight. I mean, they could do even more as well. But Yamasakami definitely, if they were to bring him back, it would need a major rework in my opinion. Just the moves altogether, because like you can't just fight him at the top of a tower again and he's just slamming. It'd just be too easy. I want him to be like a free roaming type monster, not common, but like a free roaming monster that is hard to find, maybe even hides. So like in the ecology of it, it's like a mountain and things grow on it. So I feel like they could have it so then he's actually hiding in a forest somewhere, like, you know, he's like attached to the ground, there's trees growing on him, and you only find him at a certain part in the story or something, and then like he comes out. That to me would be so amazing. That's just such a cool thing. And then like obviously having a new moveset would be so good. But other than that, Yamasakami is amazing, and I really do hope they bring him back and do a moveset change. I mean, Do I have to say much about him? He's a little dude with a, like, what's it called? A barbecue spit on his head. What's cooler than that? And he uses like a bit of meat as his club, like a bone and meat. It's just so cool. I just love him. He's like the king of the normal Shikalicas. But like, just the way he is, and his theme. If you guys haven't heard the theme for King Shikalica, go listen to it. Oh, I love it. I love all the themes though. But I will say, like, there's a few that are my favourite, and King Shikalica's up there. He's just, I mean, I just love the barbecue spit on his head. It's so stupid but cool. And he shoots out like fireballs from the fire. Like this, he can shoot out heaps. It's kind of insane. He's actually kind of tough to fight and easy at the same time. Like I had issues fighting him back, you know, when I played ages ago, but I fought him recently and I found him quite easy. But he does do a lot of damn damage. And the fact that when you're fighting King Shikalica, there's multiple normal Shikalicas as well. So you have to deal with multiple monsters at once, and King Shikalica's, you know, they're just shooting his little fire out, hitting you with his meat club, all that sort of stuff. And now to number one. My favourite monster in Monster Hunter Freedom Unite is Hypnoctris. He's just so cool. Basic bird that was from the Frontier series, but he is so cool. His theme, amazing. The fact that he uses sleep, amazing. The fact that he hops around, amazing. He kicks you, amazing. His coloration, so good. I was about to say horrible, I don't know why. He's just so cool. He's honestly, in my opinion, well, my favourite monster in Freedom Unite, but he's also my favourite bird wyvern in the whole entire series. Out of every single bird wyvern, he's arguably my favourite monster in the whole entire series, but I'm not too sure, because there's a few other monsters which are up in the top as well. But I'm so glad they brought him over from Frontier to Freedom Unite. But the one thing I do dislike is the fact that he hasn't been in new games. Like, come on, man. Capcom, please bring him into a future game. But I've got him in as a tattoo as well. So the monster, like, my favourite monsters I pretty much get as tattoos. And Hypnoctris to me is just, I don't know, there's just something about him. He's so basic but so amazing. I think it's just like, you know, it's a Frontier monster, so it's a bit more unique. Especially compared to some of the monsters, like some of the other bird wyverns in Freedom Unite are pretty damn basic. But Hypnoctris is just so unique, does the sleep, does the jump around, and his music is so nice. Oh, I just love it. Well, there we go, guys. That's the end of my favourite monsters in Monster Hunter Freedom Unite list. I just felt like recording this today. I just wanted to, you know, talk about my favourite monsters, because I was actually planning on doing this once I finished each generation, or like each game. I was going to do a video coming back saying what my favourite monsters is, what my favourite monsters are in each game. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, don't forget to like and subscribe, and you can also join the channel as a member if you'd like to. And I'll see you guys in the next video. See you then. Bye.